Hello everyone, myself Kavya and welcome to our channel. Today I am going to seminar topic about publisher and subscriber. What is publisher and subscriber? Publisher server is the read or write versions of the database where you do all your configurations and make changes. Changes are replicated to other servers in the cluster. Subscriber server is the read only versions of database. You cannot configurations here means other than some user facing configurations. Publisher subscriber architecture. In software architecture, publisher subscriber is a messaging pattern where senders of messages called publishers do not program the messages to be sent directly to specific receivers called subscribers, but instead categorize publisher messages into a classes without knowledge of which subscribers, if any, there may means in software architecture. Publisher subscribe is a messaging patterns where sender of messages called publisher do not program the messages to be sent directly to specific receivers called subscribers. Publish and subscribers is a siblings of the message queue paradigm. It is typically one part of a large message oriented middleware systems. Most of the messaging systems supports both the pub and sub and message queue models in their API. In example, Java Message Services means JMS. This patterns provides greater network scalability on a more dynamic networks. How works the publisher and subscriber? In publisher subscriber patterns, the publisher sends the messages and subscriber receives the messages, but both publishers and subscribers do not know about each other. That means the publisher does not know about the subscribers and does not know about the publishers. Both of them communicated through a middle layer known as message broker. Message broker will have the knowledge of both publishers and subscribers. Example is sending and receiving messages using RabbitMQ message. Broker can be identified as a real world examples of publishers and subscriber patterns. Next, that continues. The message broker will accept the messages from publishers and filter them based on some criteria and will do the required steps for delivering them to the right subscribers. The message will be filtered based on different criteria depending on the underlying messaging broker implementations. In example, in RabbitQ, there will be different exchanges as direct, topic, fan out, and headers. Diagram. This is the public publisher is uh, send the messages for subscribers. Our publisher subscribers patterns and observe pattern same. First of all, I want to emphasize that publisher subscriber patterns is not the observer pattern. There are two different design patterns with some similar behaviors. The subject in the observer pattern looks like the publishers, and the observer can totally be related to a subscriber of the publisher subscriber pattern. The subject notified the observers as how the publishers generally notify its subscribers. That is why most of the design pattern books or articles use publisher subscriber notion. to explain observed design pattern. But there is another popular pattern called publisher subscriber, and it is conceptually very similar to the observer patterns. In this article, we are going to learn about the publisher subscriber patterns. Next is the difference between the publisher subscriber and observer patterns can be shown. Patterns can be shown in the following diagrams. This is the example means difference between the publisher and subscriber. In it is summarized in the publisher subscriber differences is in the observer pattern subject maintains a list of observers and therefore subjects aware of how to notify observers when there is a state change occurs. Whereas in publisher or subscriber, publisher and subscribers don't need to know each other. They simply communicate with the help of middle layer message broker or message queue. In publisher or subscriber patterns, components are completely decoupled with compared in observer patterns. In observer patterns, subjects and observers are loosely coupled. Observer patterns is mostly implemented in a synchronous way. There is the subject calls the appropriate methods of all its observers when some events occurs. The publishers or subscriber patterns is mostly implemented in an asynchronous way using message queue. Observer patterns need to be implemented in a single application's address space. It will be implemented within the single applications. On the other hand, publishers or subscriber pattern is more of a cross application pattern. Publishers and subscriber may resides in two different applications. Each of them communicates over message broker or a message queue. Thank you.